Hi, I'm Rachel. Today's Daily Together reading is titled, Is Fellowship with Jesus a Priority in My Life? 1 John chapter 2, verse 28 in the New Living Translation says, And now, dear children, remain in fellowship with Christ so that when he returns, you will be full of courage and not shrink back from him in shame. It's not so hard, or is it? To be invited to walk hand in hand with God, to remain in fellowship with Jesus. This verse makes me think of the start of the Bible story in Genesis, when Eve and Adam had the daily delight of being in the garden with their maker. And yet we know what happened. We can blame them and say, why couldn't you just be thrilled with what you had going for you? Why did you need to go after the one thing God wanted to protect you from? But if we're honest, we are Eve too. When we think about remaining in fellowship with Jesus, let's ask ourselves, what's the one thing that we keep turning to that promises to be good but harms us again and again? For me, it's often the sparkle of getting my to-do list done or kind of done. It seems like a good thing and makes some people, including me, happy, but it robs me of being alone with Jesus and with people God calls me to love. Today, rather than say, oh, sure, I'll remain with Jesus, check. Let's you and I find one thing that we will set aside, that we would typically reach for, and take 10 minutes to be with God. Light a candle, step outside into nature, and if you need to, set a timer to know you'll be good to go to your word. 10 minutes is the time some employers give for a coffee break. Let's have coffee with Jesus. Let's pray. Jesus, my most precious possession is my time. And each day, I give it to so many things that reflect what I want at that moment. As I sip coffee with you or gaze at the stars this day, will you please show me how you delight in me, remaining in fellowship? Thanks for joining today.